Today, I want to present key findings from an expert report that critically examines the evidence in the case of David Yarde. These findings highlight why Mr. Yarde could not have been the shooter in the 2012 homicide for which he was wrongfully convicted. The victim was shot and killed in just 1 second, between 2:18:02 and 2:18:03. 3 shots struck the victim, 1 in the head, 1 in the left thigh, and 1 in the right calf. The fatal shot to the head incapacitated the victim immediately. Evidence shows that the muzzle of the gun was no more than 36 inches away from the victim at the moment of the fatal shot. At 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 2 seconds, Mr. Yarde was positioned on the southwest side of a column near the building. The victim, however, was on the northwest side of the column, facing the building. Just 1 second later, the victim's body fell to the west side of the column, with his head resting approximately 6 feet 7 inches away. Crucially, all of the cartridge casings were found on the east and north sides of the column. This indicates that the shooter fired from those locations, not from where Mr. Yarde was last seen. Additionally, no bullet impact marks were found at the scene, further narrowing the possible angles of fire. The expert was asked 2 key questions. First, could Mr. Yarde have been the shooter from his last known position? And second, if not, could he have moved into a position to fire the fatal shots within the 1-second time frame? The report makes it clear, if Mr. Yarde had fired a gun from his last known location, the cartridge casings should have landed to the west of the column. However, the actual evidence shows that they were on the east and north sides, making it impossible for him to have been the shooter from where he was last seen. Even if we consider the possibility of movement, the findings still exclude Mr. Yarde. The shooter had to be east of the column within 36 inches of the victim and had to fire 3 shots in under 1 second. The expert physically recreated this scenario using crime scene measurements. Their tests showed that even under ideal conditions, with the gun already in hand and no obstacles, reaching the right position and firing 3 shots in 1 second was virtually impossible. The fastest time recorded in these tests was 1.72 seconds, significantly longer than the 1 second available in the real event. In summary, the physical evidence and ballistic analysis proved that David Yarde could not have been the shooter. His last known location, the placement of the cartridge casings, and the timing of the shots all rule out his involvement. This report is yet another piece of evidence proving Mr. Yarde's innocence. He was wrongfully convicted, and now we must fight for justice. I urge you to support this campaign, spread the word, and demand that his case be re-examined. Please share this message. Use the hashtag #FreeDavidYarde to raise awareness. Sign the petition, contact your representatives, and help us bring justice to an innocent man. The evidence speaks for itself. Now, we need to make sure the right people listen.